محلی که گفته بودن اون رسیدیم. فکر کنم همون جایی که اون دفعه اومدیم. اوه شادگان اومدیم این دفعه.
L.A P.D. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
Leave the state of the setting. We need to hold out the capital.
How do we do that?
Like this.
If you want
Disciples
your
know what you
rightful
did
share,
last night?
We need to fight for it.
بزنش بیشرف و بزنش گوش نخون این بد ترکیب یس کثافت.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stewart Acker.
سلام، خیلی خوش اومدیم به یه پارت دیگه از بازی L.A Noire. بازی زیبا و جذاب با پرونده های سریالی، قتلای سریالی. تو پرونده قبلی که بازم همچنان یه بنده خدایی رو پیدا کردیم و به عنوان قاتل معرفی کردیم. بریم ببینیم پرونده چی داره، بدون هیچ حرف و حدیثی بریم سراغ بازی. فقط قبلش لایک و سابسکرایب فراموش نشه. دمتون گرم. Let's go. What you slang? فکر میکنم بازم جسد یه خانوم دیگر رو داشته باشیم. بله ایشون هم مست هستن، از ظواهر مشخصه، اگه قربانی باشه البته نمیدونم.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many
نفهمیدم خیلی منظورش چی بود اینجا. الان رئیس پلیس ولی فکر کنم یه برنامه جدید گیر اومد دیگه احتمالا. بریم ببینیم که برنامه جدید چیه. البته قتل دیگه، دیگه که نمیتونه باشه طبیعتا. What the hell are you doing?
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Come on! تنبل چقدر صبح هنوز آفتاب نزده، خیلی صبح. هنوز صبحای مثلا 5 صبحی ما میشه صبح مثلا توی کابل.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
No, Phelps, all these arrests and records unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my
باری کلا بزن.
And besides, landing a big fat
در حال
bomb is
قشنگ
more impressive than an
اصلا
ocean.
دیگه بابا داره موز تو سطح شهر میچرخه همینجور همه رو میکشه و من نمیدونم چیکاری بکنم. وقت خوشحالم اینکه مثلا 2 آدم بیگناه در اون مورد رو دستگیر کردم. بعید میدونم که اونا مقصر بوده باشن. واقعا خاطر از دستگیر ندیم. به ضمن اینکه
That guy there will lead us up.
Stealing myself from what I'm about to see.
I'll just be another dead man. Used to see.
دستگیرش از این بره. پشت سر این ماشینه باید دارم. گو این محل جرم چه اتفاقاتی میفته. من واقعا امیدوارم که این پرونده رو بتونم حل کنم، چون خیلی تو مخمه این پرونده. یعنی قاتل یه داره مخ از چنگ اون فرار میکنه.
Detectives, Phelps and
11:50 دقیقه صبحی که
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
خب بچه‌ها، یه تفاوتی که این قتل و قتل قبلی داره که جسد لباس تنشه، اما شباهت ها همون تناب خفگی، ضربه با جسم سخت و مست بودن کرکتر هنگام قتل. این جسد چی پیدا میکنی؟
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
اگه خوشویی نکنده لباس تنش کرده. جالب. خب گردنش هم که آثار همون بریز ببینیم حلقه دست راستش و دست چپش البته راسته هم برداشته یا نه. طبیعتا باید برداشته بشه چون این هم یکی از عادتهای قاتله بودش. نمیشه شاید چون شوهر موهر نداشته در هم لباسش هم در نیاورده، نگران آبروش نبوده بود. چیز خاصی نداریم. بدنش چی؟ بادی نداریم. بادی هم نداریم.
Not much help.
از تو جیب چه درد نمیخوره؟ هیچ پوله دیگه درد نمیخوره.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
به نظر میاد که قاتل و راننده یه نفر باشن. این سی بود، اون ای بود، اون بی چیه؟ رد پاهاشه.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
خب چیز دیگه اینجا نداریم. مدرک دیگه نداریم. تو چی پیدا کردی؟ تصویرات پیدا کرده؟
Probably nothing.
برای چیز خاصی نیست. یه همچه پوله بود. یه با دکتر دوره صحبت کنیم این چیز داره اینا هر کار گفتن نداری؟ نه. خوب بریم تلفن بزنیم بریم اینجا. چه شد؟ باید تلفن بزنیم. اوه این خانومه کیه؟
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
ببینیم چی داره واسه گفتن. خب به هر حال این همه راه اومده زحمت کشیده.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
درست میگی دیگه اومده اطلاعات بده.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
ممنون.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
ممنون از حمایت و کمکی که این خانم کرد به ما. امیدوارم که یه روز بتونیم براش جبران کنیم این لطفو. حالا سراغ تلفن. واو تلفن بزنیم. L.A.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment.
آدرس خوشویه رو گرفت که بریم ببینیم که
Superior Laundry
چی میدونه.
Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
خب همه آدرسایی که میشد ما تونستیم به دست بیاریم.
Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
اوه کامان باید بریم. اینجا دکانی رو بزنم. خوشویی بریم خوشویی ببینیم که این نشسته.
willing to rat his own mother after I'd sweat.
این نشسته اصلا قبل این کمک بزرگیه این دستیار اینا.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on it. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow.
Can't be the same guy I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
او رفت دارن دیگه چرا میکنید مثلا اینجوری وانه میکنیم که هیچ اتفاقی نیفتاده. نمیشه که اتفاق افتاده دیگه دارش رفت دارن. این کشته ها به هم رفت دارن. این تابلو هم رفت دارن. اینجا کجا خوشویه بود؟ بریم سراغ خوشویی ببینیم که توی خوشویی چی بیرون میاد نظرتون؟ هیچی. کی لباس آورده، چه ساعتی برده، چه ساعتی نبرده. آخه این اطلاعات چه کمکی به قتل میکنه؟ یه قاتل میکنه؟ نمیدونم. شاید هم کمک کنه.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find and register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
بیشوره ببین. داداش کی جرأت داره اینجوری صحبت کنه با پلیس؟ الان باید تو بال 1363 بگردیم. 1363 ایشون هستن. خانمه
Tarleton, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
آدرسشو پیدا کردیم. آقا دست شما درد نکنه. دنبال آدرسش بودیم. من بذاره هیچ وجه در اولش بود. دنبال آدرسش بودیم. ببینیم که این آدرسشو پیدا میکنیم. این آدرسش چی پیدا میکنیم؟
Investigate the hobo lead.
Yeah, if you think we ought to.
حتما این کارو میکنیم. هرچی که من فکر کنم همون رو باید عمل کنیم. خب به اون آدرس دیگه کم کم داریم نزدیک میشیم. ببینیم خانومه کجا زندگی میکنه و محل زندگی چه اطلاعاتی رو میتونه در اختیار ما بذاره تا این پرونده رو هم به سرانجام مثل پرونده قبلی یه بدبخت پیدا کنیم، بفرستیمش تو دل قانون و توسط گاز و برق اعدامش کنیم. کلبه خیلی معمولیه نسبتا تو امریکا، خیلی آدم پولداری مثل که نبودن. حالا بریم ببینیم که تو بچه میبینم تو تصویری که احتمالا.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
بچه ها
This is a
یتیم
difficult
شدن.
time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
خب بریم بگردیم ببینیم چی پیدا میکنیم. قطعاً نکیه تو مدرک باید اینجا پیدا کنیم. آخه چه بغضی تو صورت مرده بود. واقعا فکر کنم یه ناراحت شده. ته دل ناراحت شده.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. Want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a
خب میشه
suspect.
که ماکت قایق ماهیگیری. آها نکنه میخواد ربطش بدی به اینکه تنها آخه میدونین که تنهایی که این قربانی ها باشون خفه میشن یه بار توی یکی از دیالوگا گفتش که بیشترش اون ماهیگیرها از این تنها استفاده میکنن و همین
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
احتمال میده که مثلا اگر مثلا یا به شغلش مرتبط با ماهیگیری و اینا باشه میتونه مظنون به قتل هم باشه یا مثلا سایز پا شماره 8 باشه.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
این حتما خیلی ذهنش مشغول بوده که کیفش جا گذاشته.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
خب چیز خاصی اینجا دستگیرونه که آیدی کارتش رو دیدیم و
Lars was out in the rain last night.
چرا حالا جالبه برام که چرا تمام پرونده‌ای که این سه تا پرونده که ویدیو قبلی داشتیم و این ویدیو تمام افراد مظنون یه لباس خونی یا مثلا همون شب بدبخت یکیشون که گفتن همون شب خرگوش شکار کردن یکیشون هم گفتشم شیف میکردن حالا اینم که لباس بارونی داره، یعنی میخواد یه جوری توصیف بکنه که تو مظنون بشی به این بنده خداها. این بیرون بوده، داره دروغ میگه. سایز
You can see if Pinker can match the impression of the crime scene.
بخواه دیگه. نه تو دیدم. این بیرون چیزی نداره. این لباس خونی. نه لباس خونی هم وجود نداره. چی؟ آخه که این یکی خونه. نه خب بریم. Let's go. تو چرا اومدی بیرون؟ بشین مقال همون رفیقمون دیگه. من هم میگردم. اون برام این چیزی بود. بیدارم همون طرف چیه؟ مارکت همه قایقه هست. قایقه که توی دکور خونهشون پیدا کردیم این همینجاست.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
اوکی. فکرم بازه داره میسازتش، نمیدونم داستان چیه ولی فکرم اندازه میسازتش. این کفشه چی داره میشه دیگه. تلفن بزنیم ببینیم که چه اتفاقی میفته.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Bobby Ross کی بود؟
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
ببینیم که اینا رو که گشتی. این اتاقه رو من ندیدم. این اتاقه رو ببینم. من چون دوستم سعی کنم اول مدارک رو جمع کنم بعد اگر چیز خاصی پیدا کردم بتونه توی اون روند صحبت همون تاثیرگذار بشه حداقل.
Don't think this is anything.
اینجا که چیز خاصی پیدا نکردیم. در و دیواره اینجا که نقاشی نه اینجا اتاق بچه هاست. اتاق خودشون.
Check if she was a regular.
جالبه دیگه همشون اکثرا قبلش رفته بودن بار.
Wonder why the picture was turned down.
چرا؟ دعوا خانوادگی هم تو همه خونه ها بوده الحمدلله. تمام قتلا پرونده نداره. کیف زن است. چطور اون کیفه که اونجا بود ربط داشت این ربط نداره؟ عجب. خب دیگه اینجا فکر نمی‌کنم چیز دیگه ای باشه.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
یکی دیده بود. دستم هم که چیز خاصی نیست و بریم صحبت کنیم دیگه. بریم 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 چی داره این آقای ترنسون؟
Teresa.
میگه که مظنون ممکن.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
من فکر کنم داره حقیقت رو میگه.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
دلیل برای اثبات عدم حضور لارس.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
فکر کنم اینجا داره یه
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
اینو که دیگه داری زهر میزنی دیگه. ببینم تو مدرسه‌ام چی دارم. چیز خاصی ندارم، من شک می‌زنم.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Why did you only report your wife missing this morning?
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, they give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
چه دیالوگ سمین گفت.
Appreciate your time, sir.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked?
بچه بریم سراغ لوکیشن بعدی. لوکیشن بعدی کجا بود؟ که اون خانمه رفته بود. باران که خود درسته رو اکتر جرایم این بارها اتفاق میفته. از همون پرونده های گرم داشتم و الان همشون درسی بارهای عجیب و غریب بودن. به نظر من کلا طرف میرفته دم این بارا وای میسته ببینه شب کدوم خانومی میاد بیرون و تنهاست بزنه بکشتش. همین هیچ چیز دیگه ای ندارم. این نظر شخصی میخوام و واقعا نمیدونم چیزی قرار داستان نمیدونم.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, L.A P.D.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
اصلا بچه ها گفته خونه نبوده، لباساش هم که خیس بوده. خب پس قطعا اون چیزی که ما گفت و اشتباه گفته و من اونجا یکی از سوالی که اشتباه جواب دادم به خاطر همین بود. خب 38 سالشه، چقدر پیرتر نشون میده. آخرین برخورد با قربانی.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
طبیعیه بدونم دروغ بگی.
On foot, in a car, by bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
چه عالی. راجب مرد بی خانم.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
آبله دروغ میگه.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
بسیار عالی.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
عجب خریه اینا رو. خب تو که الان من میدونی از اون چیز میشه قطع میشه. خب چرا من تو اون باره نشسته بوده؟
Come on, gotta ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar with a messy dick in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
کجا رفتی؟ چرا اینجوری میروید؟ آقا من قرار شده که شهروندا آسیب نزنم، همش دارم آسیب میزنم. این طرز به درد نخوره رانندگی.
He's showing you how it's done.
پیداش کردم. الان کارو تموم میکنم. بابا بزرگ رفت تو خاک.
You gotta get me closer.
بزن لاستیکو. آها.
Let's end this.
آخه خیلی قشنگ.
Hands behind your head.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
What's that?
قیافش اینجوریه. کلا مشکوکه. من مشکوکو میذارم. نه چیز نداشت. داره کمانی نبودش. من شک کن میذارم.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
قیافش خیلی مسخره است. خیلی مضحکه قیافش. شک.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
عالیه عالی دارم لذت میبرم. خب بریم تلفن بزنیم در ابتدا تلفن بزنیم که چی گیرم میاد. Phelps
1247.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective.
Thank you.
I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks.
ما اطلاعاتی راجع به ران تاکسی پیدا نکردیم. دوستم قبل از اینکه که بعد اول بریم چون دوستشم قبل از اینکه بریم ران تاکسی اول صحبت کنم که نشد. خب بریم. Let's go to the police station.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station.
بکنم به نماینده تاکسی نزدیک شدیم. باید همین جا باشه. این نماینده تاکسی خوب. آها این آخرین گزارش هاست. این آخرین گزارش ها از دیگه شدنشه. این نبوده اینه.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
Oh.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
آقا اون گفتش که ساعت 10:30 شب بار رفته. اونم گفت ساعت 12:30 من جلوی
Central Unit, Car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
ساعت 12:30 جلوی این تالاره گفت پیدا کردم. این دوتا رو سوار کردم. نه بشین تنش بشین اشتباه شد بشین غلط کردم. برای همین این 2 ساعت اینا تقریبا با هم بودن. یعنی زنه با ملوانه با هم بودن 2 ساعت. من باید چیزی که تا الان رو متوجه شدم. قتلم گفتش که با توجه به اینکه هوا بارونی بوده و اینا احتمالا ساعت 2 صبح اتفاق افتاده. خب یه ساعت و نیم راننده تاکسی تو راه بودیم نمیدونه نمیدونم بریم با اداره ببینیم چی رو میاد این اداره گفت دریا نوردی 3:40 دقیقه شب 3:40 دقیقه بعد از ظهر
Isn't he a cop who won the medal?
He's in an interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Okay.
Need a
Thank
drink.
you.
I got the jitters again.
اتاق شماره 2.
I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the
خب
beginning.
ببین چی داره واسم.
You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
میزنه مشکوک میزنه.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
این کار کردیم ولی چرا مشکوکی؟ تو خود مشکوک تری که. مشکوکی.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
اینو فکر کنم داره راست میگه.
What time was that?
Around 2 a.m. maybe?
اون ساعت 2 به قطر رسیده. این گفت ساعت 12:30 من سوارش کردم.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
I think فکر کنم داره راست میگه.
But she wasn't coming across.
No, she wasn't.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
خب بریم اون پیدا کنیم ببینیم که ما چی چیزی به ما میکنه.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
واقعا چه چیز عجیب غریبی این پرونده.
11K, go ahead.
اصلا نمیفهمم. زن مومن نمیدونم که چرا باید بلنشیم.
Have them bring him in.
KT.
به محلی که گفته بودن اون رسیدیم. فکر کنم همون جایی که اون دفعه اومدیم. اوه! شادگان اومدیم این دفعه.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
We need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out what we have.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Disciples know what you did last night?
We need to fight for it!
بزنش بیشرفو بزنش گوش نخون این بد ترکیب راه یس کسافت.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
میره تو اتاقش مدرکی چیزی پیدا میکنیم.
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
او از این روزنامه ها که میریم تو خاطرات.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
مگه نمرده بود.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. It's a buddy of mine from the war. Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon. Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them, that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors.
Oh, سرش کلاه گذاشتن بدبختو.
And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying.
Walter
And if
White.
this gets back to us,
جوانی.
we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society.
Oh.
God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
راست میگه دیگه اینم. اینم راست میگه. ببینیم که اینجا. اوه تناب خونی.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
قطعا همینطوره. فقط باشه مدرک‌ها رو جمع نمی‌کنیم، همینجور می‌ذاریم بمونه.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
اوکی. فعلا سرنخ‌ها رو جمع می‌کنیم تا به موقعش اینجا یه دونه عکس چیه؟ عکس هم بعده عکس زمان جنگشه، سرباز جنگ. بنده خدا سرباز جنگ از این هست که روانی شده. از جنگ برگشت دیوونه شده. خب رد دیگه ای نداریم، بریم سراغ ماشین. Come on guys. بریم دوباره به ایستگاه پلیس و ببینیم که بازجویی این آقای چی بود. امیدوارم که این قاتل
Houseman has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
بازجویی بریم که چی داریم؟
Yeah, the bum took a
We're going this way.
Put him down with my sap.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty.
That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
خیلی اتفاقات وحشتناکی میفته که این صحبتایی که در مورد جنگ با اوکراینه صورت نگیره. البته این ویدیو زمانی که پخش میشه شاید جنگ شده باشه، شاید هم نشده باشه، نمیدونم.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
داری اصلا طعنه میزنی؟ بهتره که دریاری.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa
بالاخره
Terrelson.
پیدا کردیم فکر کنم قاتل اصلی رو. بکنم این قاتل اصلی تمام این پرونده هایی که من داشتم تا الان بوده.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
آقا عالی بودیم تو این پرونده واقعا. دمتون گرم که تا انتهای ویدیو تماشا کردین. خیلی خوشحالم کردین. اگه دوست داشتین حتما لایک و سابسکرایب کنید تا ویدیوی بعدی. خدا نگهدار.